Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens and the champions of the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football, and for these players, the long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in their mind right now is saying the exact same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They are ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and we got the best seats in the house.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Got it. Ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide that'll hold them to a gain of 2. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Going up top. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. A big play here in the big game. 36 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Ready, set.
Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
And And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, they're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
2nd down and 3. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They face 2nd down and 7. They send the tight end in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
He keeps it himself. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On play action, here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. and it'll be second down. Bateman is the motion man. Second down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Richardson. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Open man, left side, he's got it. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Throwing, Richardson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Slot man in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Checking it down, this one is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Jackson. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Design run here with Jackson. And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. Here's Richardson. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle. This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 1st and 10. Richardson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So we are at halftime here in the Super Bowl. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We saw a terrific 1st half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way. The halftime show wrapping up. It's just about time for the final half of football this season. as we send you back out to the Super Bowl and Mike Tirico.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Here's 1st and 10. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll send him over to the left. On 2nd down, Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Now, Jackson. He'll try to run for, and he will score. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Throwing is Richardson. Going for it all. And that one is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Richardson to throw. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Cowboys! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
No problem there on the extra point, and the Cowboys are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Richardson. He'll air it out down the middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. Looking to throw, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Tight end going in motion here. Jackson now on second down. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. As the defense cannot come up with the big play there, it's a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Another run here with Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Jackson gonna keep this one himself. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Man in motion, heading left. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with a fake spike, but it does not pan out. Second down, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks, even if...
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. That ball intercepted. And he'll be taken down. That means we are going to overtime. Four quarters could not decide a champion. The pressure ratchets up. The rare air of Super Bowl overtime about to begin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Bateman is the motion man. Design run here with Jackson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could see the quarterback, once he got this snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's...
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. There he goes again. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now he'll air one out. And And he's got it. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a 3rd and 2. Bateman is the motion man. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and run for it. First down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
And with these new overtime rules in the postseason, Mike, remember, most teams want to go on defense first. But here, they get the ball first, and they go down and score. Now their defense knows we have to hold them out of the end zone, and we find ourselves moving on.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Richardson. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
To throw, it's Richardson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Come on.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Cowboys, and he is going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive?
And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for 1 to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
A great connection there. They're going to bring the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. We'll try to use that size to push forward. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. And he has missed this one. No good. And we will keep going here in overtime. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Richardson. going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They motion the slot man left. Richardson going to look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. This is caught. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds with the first down. The fake spike worked. A huge play there in overtime. An even 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And we will keep going here in overtime.
Such a deflating feeling now on that sideline. Here, you have a shot where you make it, you win. Now your defense has to go back on the field again. And I can guarantee you, this is going to be a slow walk back onto that field.
Here's 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. We're all set to kick this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to go all the way to win it here in overtime. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And the Ravens have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Baltimore Ravens. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.